Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to round 5 of the Porsche All-Stars Esport Influencer Bonanza. This time we're at Road Atlanta in the Porsche GT4 car. I hope everyone's doing good. This should be fun racing. I don't think it's going to be fast racing from me, but it should be fun, and that's all that matters really. There's probably going to be an accident on this track. You know what this track is like. If you've driven this track, you know what it's like. You know, absolute carnage pretty much all the time, guaranteed. Hey guys in chat. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Grant Merle, Sim Racing Wales. Give it a mic check for everyone. Mic check. Give me a shout in chat. I think everything should be working here. I had some technical problems before launching this. Absolute disaster. Hello, Di Phillips. My USB. I had a USB meltdown. We're doing a new thing on this stream, which is cool. If you're watching the, if you watch from the perspective of the Porsche, so in the description of this, there's the Porsche commentary, which is also where they're going to be hosting the proper esport race after this. They should be going through Zoom cameras where we'll have you'll see views of the streamers. Unfortunately, that was one more USB device than my PC could cope with. Guilty. So putting one more webcam into my PC was one USB device too far. Thanks, Shumi. Yeah, it's a shirt looking sexy, right? This is my hot dinner date with Matt Malone. Hello, Mike Green. So I've had to turn SimHub off for this. So I've lost my, I've got my little dash on it, which is really handy for shifting. But I couldn't troubleshoot it quick enough. I think I need to redo all my USB ports. Game of Muscle videos. Is it? Oh yeah, it's still the same. It's amazing. No, that's how it's spelled. That's my name in German. Oh dear. Are we all good? Is everything good, guys? Is quality all good? Is audio levels all good? I hope it's all good. Fingers crossed. We've got 30 minutes or so until the oh, nice one. Thanks, Sam. But I can't I can't sing. There's no alerts on the screen for this stream. Sam Falk, thank you for becoming a member. We'll sing the DD Girl song next stream. After this one, I'll relaunch the notification. Welcome, though. No, unfortunately, Jimmy's he's not in this one. I don't think he's very well, so thoughts and prayers. Actually, what? Oh, yeah. So hopefully he gets better quickly. Hang on, I've got to turn this on. It's playing so loud. Jesus. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay, forget that. There we go. Thank you. I just killed someone there. Thanks for becoming a channel member. There you go. I just killed him in honor of the channel membership. I will replay the channel membership in the next stream. Thank you so much, man. Sorry I can't have it on the screen for this event sponsored. So yeah. So I just had to turn. My audio was playing through my main PC on my headset, really loud there. Yeah, no. Hopefully Jimmy gets better soon. Hopefully he's not too unwell. I hope he's not COVID-ed. But yeah, no, he should be alright. He's a young little whippersnapper. Take the sacrifice over DD Girl. Cheers, man. Hello, Sim Racing Wales. So yeah, the flight yesterday was awesome. It's really good. I'm a little bit tired today, I'll admit. I'm a little bit worn out from... It was 9 hours in the end. But it was awesome. It was really good. I think my brain's a bit fried from just, you know, looking at a screen for 9 hours straight. It doesn't hit you at the time. It hits you afterwards, like your brain. Not the... It's weird. I don't know if have any of you guys ever played like an FPS and you get really into it and you're like, right, I'm going to complete it. And it kind of fries your brain the day after. That happened to me with... also, you get that thing where you kind of expect the real world to operate a bit like the virtual world. So, like, when I first played Trespasser, I got through, like, most of that game. I got stuck at it. I had a bug and I couldn't finish it. But I was having weird dreams with this hand floating around. If you've ever played the old Trespasser game, it was like a mouse-controlled physics hand. Or then, like, the first time Carmageddon 2, I'd be like in a car and I'd be like, oh, I want to open the door to hit a pedestrian. Because I've played it for like 10 hours straight to complete it. I'll let you off, Thomas. Oh, hang on, concentrating.
Right side. Clear on the right.
So, yeah, if you're doing the live streaming, I think anything over 5 hours is probably pretty bad for your health. That's the moral. Don't do anything over 5 hours. It's probably the best idea. Is that Matt Malone? Oh dear. I'm trying to get the... And that's Rye. We had a good race with him last race. You struggle past 4 hours of what? Live streaming or gaming? Yeah, I think it depends on the game though. I think the thing with a flight sim and driving sims is you're always moving. So there's I think it's actually quite taxing on your brain. Whereas I think if you're playing, when I've played first-person shooters, for example, like CS:GO, you have quite long periods of not doing anything. Like there's no movement on the screen. Do you know what I mean? Like you're camping in one spot, just waiting, or you're on the menu, or it's a gap. You know what I mean? It's not like the screen's not refreshing constantly. It's like the difference between watching a film that has like static moments, like stationary camera shots, versus if you were to watch a like video of them being on a roller coaster for 8 hours. Perfect for an enduro stint. Hello, Andrew McCormick. How's it going, man? Yeah, I honestly don't know how Stephen Super GT does his like 200 laps of Nordschleifer, and he's fine like a day or so afterwards. I think he's really fit and healthy though. Oh, I'm
Car stopped on the right.
Camper.
Go left.
Yeah, I do wonder with Stephen what damage is he doing. I warn him, you'll end up messed up. But you know, when you're fit and healthy, maybe you can take these things. It's hardly going to the North Pole, is it? Hello, Dave Cam. I feel like my audio levels are off.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Sorry. Oh, killed her. Insurance claim. Yeah, it's a really good track. I'm not very good at it in this car though. Really bad at this track in this car. Hello, random call sign. This track with a Radical and the Skippy and the LMP2 car. Stuff with either really forgiving slip or a lot of downforce. It's great with this. Too much faster. How long? long we got here? Ah, filing account. Thank you, man. So these aren't going to pop up on the stream because this is a sponsored stream, a Porsche sponsored stream. So I'm going to have to replay these next stream we do. Really appreciate you guys being channel members. Denied. I can sing it. I'm sure that's within the rules. DD girl with the DD wheel. What a babe. What a beauty. What a sexy lady. Email. Why are you singing? I appreciate it, man. They like DD girl, yeah. Deprived of DD girl. She's barred. She's barred from Road Atlanta. Unsubscribe, cancel Patreon, format C drive, complain to British government. This is the reverse on the... Look, we don't talk about that.
You got a toy car on the right.
Reverse on the finish line track. That's a classic Game of Muscle moment. Dom, I don't know. I have tried that. I'm not very good at that. I mean, it's a fantastic track, this, though. I really like it. I really do like this track. Very stern letter. If you're writing a really stern letter, does that mean you're drawing a picture of a boat on the letter? That was a joke. It was terrible. We land dwellers today. Arr, yar. Arr, that we be, yar. Boo! Boo! I've seen better jokes from a child entertainer. I'm not going to be fast, am I? I've come to terms with my iRacing pace. To be honest, I only play iRacing to trigger iRacers into getting annoyed about my wheel rotation. It's the only reason. It's the only reason I play iRacing. Voice over IP. No, I really enjoy the Skippy, actually. Skippy Life. Skippy, Radical. LMP2 cars to say. Radical SR3 I've been loving, actually. I missed, I think it's on Bathurst this week, so we might be able to get a Bathurst race on that. But I did miss the Skippy Bathurst, which would have been good. But yeah, they do. It's how I stop my toes from... yeah, I cut off blood supply on frozen toes. These aren't any old socks. These are Lidl's Dunlop socks. These are the best. This is an amazing track, by the way. This is a top 10 track for me. What have we got in the top 10 tracks? Alton Park, Brands Hatch, Road Atlanta, Road America's really good. Oh, we need to get the entry to that correct. Oh, I just killed someone. Sorry. This track would be terrifying in real life. Like, honestly, I'm not sure if I would do this track in real life. Like, if I had a fully insured car with no claims and everything, then yeah, I would. But otherwise, no. I mean, it's just... Look how close the walls are, and they're really high-speed downhill corners. So if you messed it up... There's a video of a Ferrari losing it down the hill up here, I think. And it's mental. Like, the types of crashes you get on tracks like this are, like, brutal. Absolutely brutal circuit for bad crashes. I'd drive a rally car around this though. Give me a roll cage, I'm happy. No, not Snetterton. Ban that. I think tracks with hills on that's what makes them good though, isn't it? Like, you need a bit of topology. Yeah, there's a Porsche experience at Silverstone as well. I think you've got quite a few of them at different tracks. Got to get the entry into this corner. This corner's so brutal to get right. Pit manoeuvre Matt Malone. Oh, I can't pit manoeuvre him. I love Matt Malone. He's my like American boyfriend. Me and Matt Malone we've got a special romantic relationship going on. You know, sure he's got a wife, sure he has a child with that wife, but really when he looks deep into his heart, he sees a little bold photograph of me drinking a cup of tea. Oh dear, Matt's got a really his American accent's hilarious as well. He sounds like Adam Sandler. Nürburgring GP is a top 10 track. Oh, nice one, Gregory. Lime Rock Park's a track that would scare my nipples off as well, in terms of potentially writing a vehicle off. Not like a MX-5 or anything, but in a faster car. Hello, Paul Smith. Oh, right, here we go. Here comes the abuse already. Try not to punt anyone. I will have you know, Mr. Smith, it's me that's been the puntee. The punted. You'll have noticed that most of the, if not all, apart from my plough into Will, but he's Australian so it doesn't count, apart from my plough into Will, all the other things were cars hitting into the back of me. And when it comes to insurance claims, car in the bum is the car with the dent in the boot is the one that gets the claim payout. I'd be well good at insurance fraud. I should move to China and lie in front of buses. I'd be well good. I'd be like, oh, the bus drove into me. They'd be like, but you lied down in front of it. I'd be like, no, look, my face is mangled into the road surface. Bus's fault. It would be an honour to be driven into by Matt Malone, I have to say. I still have him in a framed photograph, as well as I do Paul Smith. £23 bounty on your head. It's not one-to-one steering. I don't think. No, it's not. It's okay, as long as you don't complain about the simulator, people don't bring up one-to-one. The way it works is if you say something negative about the simulator, then the people you've upset have to find something to contend with the negativity you've said, and the most visually obvious thing for that will be wheel rotation. That's how that works. Thanks, Paul. Is that with my inflatable guitar? I'm looking forward to future events we can go to. We'll get. We should have got a picture at Sim Racing Expo actually with that pit girl, the good-looking pit girl. Got one with random call sign. We should. Yeah, we'll get a picture next influencer event thing. I'll turn up in my suit, like you said. With my DD girls either side of me. It could happen this year, to be honest. I mean, it's hard to say. I think what's going to happen is there'll probably be like a thing where they say, look, we'll start doing vaccine passports or something, because there's no reason, if someone's generally vaccinated, there's no real reason to stop them from travelling on planes particularly. It'll be down to different countries though, so it'll be hard for someone like Sim Racing Expo to well, there are still reasons to restrict travel even being vaccinated, to be clear, but yeah, it'll be down to Sim Racing Expo. It's later in the year, so it's, I don't know, you need like 6 months at least of knowing that it's going to be okay to go ahead. So how long's September from now? Yeah, so I think we'll find out in like a month or two if it's going ahead, basically. So you know, normally there's like at least a 4-month minimum lead time on something like an expo. Normally longer than that, to be honest. Yeah, you can find an account. Yeah, as I say, it'll be down to a whole bunch of factors and the transport and the logistics of it all. So it'll be interesting. It's up in the air. I think there's no way to know for sure. But it'd be nice if it is. Not the end of the world if it isn't. I think they should do like a virtual thing. If they can't. Like just
Car on your left.
do a bunch of events and stuff.
Clear on the
As a
left.
live stream. Look like a bus driver. Ding ding. Camera's falling over, that's why. Ding ding.
Right side. Keep to the left.
He probably thinks I'm blocking.
Clear on the right.
Matt Campbell probably thinks he's like, oh, these bloody YouTuber influencers blocking me. It's like, no, I'm fiddling with my webcam. I'm not actually. He's probably thinking, oh, that game of muscle is terrible. Blocking whilst doing a warm up. What is he doing? Oh, it's like, no, I'm fiddling with my webcam. That's Matt Campbell. That's a Porsche driver. It's not Matt Malone. It's a proper Porsche Pro. Should take him out, really. I mean, no one deserves to be a pro race driver. Let's be honest. What a jammy git. If we take him out at the start of the race, we should do a bet with him. I will give him. I'll give him my sim rig if I lose, and if he loses, I'll get his drive for Porsche. I think that's a good bet. I mean, is it fair? I mean, he lives in a car. He should be the best here, let's be honest. No pressure, Matt. I think he is actually quite fast. Take him out for tea. I think he'd like that. Matt Campbell's all over the rear of Matt Malone there. The race starts at past, I think, so... How about shut up? How about we're having fun? My pace isn't going to be good anyway, regardless of if I'm talking or not. You know, I'm not here. We're not here as the car that's going to drive the fastest laps and win the race. We're here as the bold git that drinks tea and has a fun time, whilst hopefully not crashing other people. Get out! But you know. I know that's a hard concept for some people, like sim racing for fun. Try at least. I am trying. I'm warming up. This is me trying. The more tea I have, the faster we get. We're not racing, by the way. This is practice. I'm just getting into the spirit of the car. Yeah, have a cup of tea, man. Have a cup of tea. It's all good. What is this fun? Warming up, not... Yeah, that's, you know, I play iRacing like Euro Truck Sim. You got to watch out for civilian traffic. Fun? You can't have fun. Also, quality's going to be on a cold track, so we've got 8 minutes. There's plenty of time. Seventh life, mate, yeah. I think if you're always going for first, and that's like, you know, you're always striving to be the very best, you end up wasting a lot of effort and time trying to be the very, very best. I mean, I do have respect for people that go for that, you know, like astronauts and like doctors and surgeons and talented people and people that are intellectual. I do respect that. I think that's awesome. Good for them. But when you're like me, and you get to a certain age and you're like, you know what, I'm not the best at stuff and I don't need to be. I can just enjoy drinking tea and being 7th. And I'm happy with that. And then the more when you approach life like that in general, not having to be the best at stuff, you know, like do what you can do. But have fun doing it, you know, don't stress yourself over it, just enjoy it. It's better. It's like people that buy a fast motorboat. They're in the fast motorboat, but they have to pay more for fuel. It's more likely to break down. They might like hit a big wave and flop over and break their necks. Then there's me. There's me in my little slow boat with a slow outboard engine. It's quiet. There's not too much wind in my hair, especially not in my hair because there's no hair. I can see the fish, the dolphins there. I can stop. I can have a cup of tea. I can do some fishing. There's no rush. No rush. Do some fishing. We can catch some. I can get the barbecue on the back of my boat. My boat's cheap and crap, so I don't care if I like melt a bit of it. Doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't have to be the best boat. 7th. So I have my fish on my boat. I'm enjoying it. I'll have a DD girl. She'll be like, "Oh, you chilled out. You chilled out, hairless bloke on a boat. That's great."
Car on your
DD
left.
girls love stuff like that. They don't care about the fast
Still there.
boat.
Clear.
You know, and who's living life better? It's a philosophy, guys. Yeah, 7th is a bit optimistic. But 7th is the mindset. You don't have to come 7th. It's the mindset that matters. If you aim for 7th, at least you're not putting pressure on yourself to come first. Stop making excuses. That's the kind of thing that someone that doesn't understand the 7th philosophy would say. Hello, Gibby Gav. Oh, I'm sure we will do. I'm car number 6. Not right there. We should be car number 7. Aim for top 20. Aim for top 50 in a 10-car race. We got it. Genius. Okay, I'm going to go across the start-finish line here. Then I need to do a quick Twitter post to let everyone know that we are live for the race. Right, there we go. I know the layout now. Well, no, when it comes to force feedback, obviously it has to be amazing. Let's be clear about that. Right. Yeah, you got to get it right with the force feedback. That's the only area that you can't compromise on is the force feedback. Everyone knows that. Have you ever considered hydration pack of tea? That's a good idea. I haven't. That is a genius idea. What time does it start? In 1:30, I think, is the start of the quali. Go. Yeah, the session's just finishing. Where is it? Where's the countdown timer? It says in the car. "3 minutes. Quali starts. 18:30. Have a sip of tea, yeah, in the pit lane. Yeah, so I mean, let's look at the timings here. Who was I talking to about this earlier? About on iRacing, I was talking to maybe it was Game Tech UK, I don't know. Someone I was chatting to about how we're like really slow in quali, but then in races, I'm really slow in quali. We're 3 seconds off the pace, but then in races, we're like a lot faster. But I mean, with this, I'm crap with this car. But like with the Radical SR3, we race it, and I will qualify like 12th and normally finish in the top 4, if not in the top 3, like very consistently. I'm not up there. Yeah, my camera keeps fainting. The camera's been drinking. It needs to calm down. Let's tighten it up a bit. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Now, unfortunately, Jimmy's not well today, so send him some flowers. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. I'm sure he will be. Bounce back, Jimmy! He needs some Dixie chicken. No, it'll all be good. If you punt all the others out the way, it's like that. Well, I don't in the Radical, because you can't. Because if you do, your car falls apart. The Radical is so fragile. Thomas Schmidt will tell you, we're like Radical brothers. Thomas Schmidt, Anton Jacket Potato, legends of the channel in when it comes to Radicals in the various simulators. Yeah, only a week off in the race. I like this track though, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, nice. Yeah, flame. I would love to get like a flame grill at home. But it's not very convenient. You need like a charcoal. You need that charcoal stuff with the flame underneath it, so you get the charcoal flavour, but you can also then control the flames perfectly. Exactly, Thomas. Thomas knows what's going on. Brother Thomas. I can imagine Thomas being like a monk on a hillside. He'd be the monk character in The Last Kingdom. I will not give you honour. Shish kebab, oh man, I haven't had any of this nice food.
Over, head on in.
Here we go. I might get a takeaway tomorrow as a treat. I've not had takeaway for like 6 months. Look at that car skin, guys. Subtle. Here we go, qualifying. Okay. 3 laps of quali, you have to remember. It's fixed setup. Nicely done. Nice and chill. Otto, what world grills? I don't have any place to put them. Unfortunately, I have a really small garden. No, it's a very nice garden, but it's very small. And unfortunately, I don't have a very big shed either, so I wouldn't. I have a Weber barbecue. Well, it's a fake Weber barbecue. That does me for barbecue stuff. What you'd really want is like, you know, those really nice, if you've got a fancy pants, super luxury kitchen. My kitchen's a bit rubbish, to be honest. I don't even have an extractor. Not a proper extractor, like it's one that just goes into like paper that absorbs oil, but it doesn't actually have an outlet vent. You need like a proper extractor for a kitchen flame grill. No, random, this is qualifying. Hello, Jack. Well, I don't know yet. It's not happened yet. We're just qualifying. I'm just happy my computer's running. Literally, I was jumping in and out of the sim rig before this, 30 minutes before this, trying to get to the bottom of what was causing these huge issues. Lag spikes and things. My USB. I'm actually getting some judder here. I don't know what that's about.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, look, I'm getting random stutter. And I don't know why. Okay, we've got to get a somewhat banker lap in here. That's a really hard corner to get right without accidentally track cutting it. Oh, bloody hell, what's his stutter about? Why am I getting stutter? That's really off-putting. It's weird how I had no stutter in the practice, and now we're getting this intermittent. What has changed? Afterburners on. That's one excuse lined up. Well, look, you can watch the frame rate. 280 FPS, and then it does a stutter and it drops to 200, but it's literally losing a... Oh, man, this is really awful. Frame bamboozled. Just hope for the race it doesn't do this, because this is terrible. No, this is my name. That's how you pronounce it in German. Right, that's my banker lap. Yeah, that might be a good idea, Mr. I. But it was working before. It was working before. Oh, Jesus. I could have such a headache if it does this through the whole race. It is so bad. Oh, computers, guys. Absolute computer bamboozle. Yeah, it's not 200 FPS. It's like 300 FPS, and then it drops like 10 frames every half second. Oh, man. Sorry, it's not affecting the driving. It's just giving me a bad headache. Hopefully it'll stop. I wonder what it is. Hopefully it's not. It could be. I mean, because I'm running so much other stuff in the background. So, might, you know, it's not to blame iRacing. And to be honest, iRacing doesn't normally do this. It's more likely to be Zoom causing it. What lap time am I aiming for? Any? I'm just driving here. Oh, I went in way too deep there. Thing is, the tyres on this car only really start working after about 2 laps. With Flash Player. Oh, man. Yeah, it could be Windows Update. You never know. Could be anything on a PC. Why did Microsoft do that with Zoom? Like, Skype was terrible. They bought Skype, did nothing with it, messed it up, and then they were like, right... No, Microsoft, Zoom isn't... Is Zoom Microsoft now? Did Microsoft buy it? Zoom is a separate company, but... These... That's what you get with these seemingly simple programs that end up being really heavy when they should just be, like, super elegant and light. It's when you've got, like, a small company makes some software and then they're like, oh, we've got investors. Oh, that'll do.
There's the flag. It's over.
It's over. Oh, Microsoft is Teams. Microsoft Flight Sim update. It could be anything here. Oh, man. I don't want to quit. I was going to go to the next session. We could try, let's try alt-tabbing. Although, I think I'm running Windows anyway. Right, look at my FPS count there. 300. Oh, we need to not do that. We'll get. Yeah, well, we'll see. I could minimise. I'm going to minimise zoom. That might help. Can't think of anything else that would... Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Not... Don't want to leave the meeting. Okay. Oh, what? Why is Paul Smith on my screen? Hello, Paul Smith. Guys, there's Paul Smith, commentator Paul Smith, floating around on the screen. There he goes. He's coming out of the pit lane. Oh no, Paul Smith's on the advertising board. Welcome to Paul Smith Road Atlanta. What's this about? Paul Smith's taken over. Oh, what a line by Paul Smith. Oh, he's in the crowd. Paul Smith's in the crowd. Oh, yeah. Paul Smith, what are you doing? Guys, you should subscribe to Paul Smith, Smileable on Twitch. He's also commentating on this race. He doesn't know he's part of this stream. Road Paul Smith. He doesn't even know. Oh, Paul Smith's waving the start-finish flag now. Oh, he's commentating and he's marshalling. He's the Michelin man. Now he's a spectator. Ah, right, I'm gonna... He's a finish flag now, right. There he goes, there goes Paul Smith. Goodbye, Paul, thank you. Thanks for coming onto the stream there. What a legend. Right, fingers crossed that this all works. That's how you fill the time interlude, guys. Yeah, Paul Smith is a good bloke, is Paul Smith. And he's really good at commentating. If any of you guys ever doing like commentary stuff, he does Race Spot TV, he does a bunch of stuff. He's really good. He's been doing all these Porsche races, and he'll be doing commentary on the pro Porsche thing afterwards as well. It's good. Let's have some egg heads in chat. Yeah, I quite like the waiting around though, to be honest. When you've got when you have like an interlude in a racing game, and it's like on events taking place, and there's a bit of a wait, and then you're going on to it, it builds it up. It builds up a bit of tension, which is good, I think. It's lacking from other Sims a bit. Sim Racing System has it, but... Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Paul Smith. Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we giddly go. Fix that up. I can't drive. Gamer must need to learn how to drive. Oh! Oh, we're not last. Go me. Should I put relative on? Oh, no, we are last. Everyone else hadn't loaded in yet. Are we last? I wasn't paying attention there. Yeah, we're last. We're that good. Oh, well. I did mess up the best lap. Let's put it on relative. So the race is a timed race. Ignore the laps. It's a 15-minute race, I think. Was it 10 minutes? I don't know. I think it's... we do a sprint race first, and then we do a 20-minute race second, reverse grid. Praise that we don't have the stutter. If we do, I'll just deal with it. I need to redo my computer. Good luck and have fun. Thanks, artist Matthew Harvey. I think I'm last. Yes! It's alright. So any positions we gain is a win. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Right! We're off. And the pace car is out of control.
Car right.
Cold tyres at the
On the
start.
left.
So a bit slippy.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Nice and easy. Oh, got a car off the road there.
You got a slow car on the right.
This is going to be interesting with the drafting. No, I don't think this car has that much draft though. I don't think the top speed is that high. For the final corner on this track, guys. Try and stay with them. Man, you don't. The suspension on this car is bouncy. Stutter's gone. That's good. That's nice. I would have had the worst headache if that had continued. I don't know what that was then. Yeah, boosted. He's got his checklist sorted out. I think the problem I had is because I did flight sims yesterday. With all my HOTAS stuff plugged in. Recipe for disaster. Man, that's so... This car's just like really top heavy. It's quite... I guess we've got because we've got a full fuel tank as well, so that affects its nimbleness. Like the Skippy, for example, is a lot. Obviously, has less grip. It's way more slidey, but it's super light, so you can throw it around these corners a bit. I don't have the pace, guys. I don't have the pace of this car. My strategy is to come last in this one, and then we can then we start at the front of the race for the next race. Genius strats there. Oh man, he's such a tank. Do you think they'll notice if we pop to the pit lane and swap the car for a Radical? Do you think anyone will notice if I paint it? We put the Porsche bodywork on top of a Radical. Do you think they'll notice? I'm not sure if they will. Silhouette car. Maybe if I just siphon some fuel out. If you go back on my channel and if you type 150 pound motion rig, yeah, I'm a big ice hockey fan. Mario Lemieux did a slap shot and it landed on the back of my pedals. Go on my channel, type 150 pound motion rig, and I've got a video explaining it, what it is. How can someone be so bad at driving these cars? Like me. How can I be so much better in radicals and like a F2004 and I mean I guess they are easier to drive in the sense that they're super nimble. I don't get what it is with road cars that foil me. My brain is not configured. I'd be a rubbish chauffeur. Never get a job as a chauffeur in central London. Thanks for subscribing, Adam Smith. Yeah, the thing is, because of the weight of the car and the nature of it, if you push too much before the corner, there's no recovery after it. You can't like use a bit of trail braking and whatever to get the car back. You'll have gone off the track. That was me braking on the grass there. I think that's the thing. It's like with a lighter car with a bit of downforce, you can explore a bit more until you get to the absolute limit. If that makes sense.
10 to go, this time by.
Oh. Well, clearly did not slow down enough for that. Are you enjoying the cruise, guys? Hello and welcome to Canal Journeys with Gamer Muscle. Today we're driving the Road Atlanta Canal located in the American countryside. It's important to enjoy your canal journeys with a cup of tea. And remember, canal journeys aren't about getting to the destination, it's about the journey. Oh, Maxime's coming to join the canal journey. Let the fish drive. It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, Rory's Scanlon. You could try iRacing out with as like one of the introductory things, and see what you think of it. But after that, bear in mind that it does cost like £350 to really get into it. If you want to do like skip barber. So what I found myself doing most of is skip barber, radical, and what else do I drive? The LMP2 car, the IMSA series. So if you do that, you'll need like a couple of tracks to be able to do that. And then that ends up costing about £350 in the first year, and then £150 each year onwards. So if you have that as the cost in your mind, you won't be annoyed by it. You can do iRacing for cheaper, but unless you're happy to just stay with the MX-5 on the stock tracks, you'll inevitably probably end up spending around £350. That's just what I found. Most people I know that have got into iRacing. There you go. Alright, this is a promotional event for the e-sport racers. My terrible driving of this vehicle and my slow pace, all it's doing is advertising the talent and skill that the pros have. I'm really doing them a favour, to be honest. I'm making them look even better. And also, by driving this badly and slow, people that are like, people that feel bad, they're like, oh, I can do better than Game of Muscle, and as a result, it encourages more people to get into iRacing and maybe try the Porsche. And this I have to say, this GT4 Porsche is not actually, I'm just bad at driving it. I don't think it's a bad car though. I don't like the Porsche Cup car in iRacing, but this is okay. I'm just crap at it. At least it feels like a car, you know. I'm not getting annoyed by the sim. When we were driving the Porsche Cup car, I was getting annoyed by the simulator as opposed to the car. I know. Well, that's it. You mean you can't trust any YouTuber? I mean, to be honest, Boosted Media's got bigger screens. You know what? Bigger screens mean bigger screens, faster lap times. I don't know. He's got more frames than me. 3 screens, 3 times the frame rate. I can't compete with that. Maxime's there to like punish me further if I'm making any big mistakes. Maxime's just. She said before the race started that she had a street waffle before the race, so that's unfair. I don't have street waffles. I recommend you guys check out Maxime's channel, especially if you speak Dutch, because her main channel is in Dutch. You like F1 2020 as well. She plays a lot of that. I'm trying to get her onto more PC sims. She did challenge us to a game in Call of Duty. Might have to try and take her up on that at some point, but I'm not any good at the modern Call of Duties. I was alright at Call of Duty 2, but not the new ones. We'll have to find a new game. Should challenge you to GoldenEye on the N64. That'd be awesome. She's pretty young. She's only it's like 25 or something, so maybe even younger than that. So, you know, if I was to hand her an N64 controller, she'd be like, what is this? I'd be like, this is where it began on console. This is a real GoldenEye. This is a real console shooter. This is where the real esports is at. Archives, golden gun, one shot, one kill. Pick ob job and I'm not your friend anymore. Crouch, hide in the box. She's probably not even aware of these. She's too young to appreciate the real esport of GoldenEye. 4 FPS, split screen on a 15-inch TV, slappers and landmines. Oh, how good is GoldenEye? GoldenEye! It's such a shame that remake didn't come out officially. I've seen videos of it. It did look quite good. GoldenEye Source is good as well. We're 14 seconds behind the front runners. We're on the positive. We will be starting in second in the reverse grid. Oh, how many laps do you think we can stay in second place? I think 1. Half a lap. How many corners do you think we can stay ahead in the second race? 2? Two corners. That's good. That's good enough. Oh, Maxine, that's not what is she doing?
Clear.
What a move! Look at that. That was a bold dive. Whoa. That was a nice send by Maxime there. Right, we've got to get that back. Here we go.
5 laps to go.
Muscle versus Maxime. That was a right stoop waffle overtake. She's got way more confidence on the brakes than me. Serious business now. She sent that from like 4 football fields back. That's how bad my braking is. I thought she was going to miss the corner, but she made it easy. I'm in flight sim mode still. After that 9-hour flight around the British Isles in a fighter jet, I can't sim race anymore. Oh dear. It's even hard if you go from flight sims to driving sims. It's even worse than going from one driving sim to another. How long do we have here to... Oh no! Okay, the other guys are so far ahead. We'll have 1 lap left. Right, so we've got to get past Maxime, hopefully without crashing her. Like we did last race. There we go. Oh, I sent it from far back. Right, let's do this without killing her.
White flag, stay smooth.
Stay smooth. Like a shaved forehead. Oh, go. Come on. Oh, you guys should watch Maxine's stream. She'll be swearing and everything because she knows that I'm probably going to hit and punt her. Maxine gets so tense as well when there's a car, especially my car next to her. I don't know why. It's almost like we've got a reputation. Oh, come on. Get some grip. Last lap murder. Ah! Lost the rears there. Here we go, we've got a better exit. Go! Okay, I'm going to make it look like I'm going on the right, but I want her to leave the inside open. Will she hog the left-hand side and defend it? Or will she give it up? Oh, good. I know. You're defending that. Nice, ambiguous line. Yes!
Left side.
Coming through! Sideways!
Stay on the right.
Ah, nice!
Clear on the left.
Whoa!
Left side.
Ah! Ah!
Clear.
She killed me!
Right side.
She killed me!
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Ah, I got waffled! I got waffled! What a finish! Oh, what happened here? I did dab my brake, in fairness. Oh. I dabbed my brake because I didn't want to understeer off into it. There goes the back of the car. We've lost the window. We lost the window. I didn't even know that was possible. Fantastic demonstration of the damage model there. I still finished in front. Look at the rear window. We hit that so hard the back window came out. I didn't even know that was possible.
Lead.
Look at this. Conk.
I was so afraid in the first...
Oh, here we go, here we go. Rear mirror removal service. Yeah, we bong. Look, it's got my logo on it still. It's fantastic. That was awesome. That was good fun. Nice racing, Maxime. Nice, well, good. The back of my the window came out of the back of my car when I hit the wall. I didn't even know that was possible. It was my fault partly because I dabbed the brake because I thought I was going to understeer off, so I dabbed my brake, and I think that's why you hit the back of me.
Yeah.
But I'm terrible in this car. But yeah, it was good racing.
Oh my god.
Made it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It made it good fun. Were you stressing when I was driving behind you?
Behind?
When, like the
just
lap before?
lap.
Yeah.
No, that was fine. But I was like, oh my god, I had a bad exit on a long straight. I was like, no.
Yeah, that was what gave me the chance. Your overtake was from miles back.
Yeah.
I'm braking so bad.
Send it. Like, full send it.
Total send. Well, I'm looking forward to the next race. Good one. Good racing there. I enjoyed seeing everyone else in the horizon as well. That was good. Okay, see you next race.
Yeah.
Ah, it's good fun. The damage model on the Porsche also crashes the dashboard. Oh well, that made the end of the race a bit more exciting there. Turned it into a stock Cayman. Remove the downforce. Things actually fly inside the cockpit. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do quite like the damage in this. Oh, I'm so bad in this car, though. So bad. So bad. Better than if it was front-wheel drive. I think if it was front-wheel drive, I'd be even worse. Stop having fun. I know. I think that's the thing with sim racing, though. I mean, I totally get like the esports thing, getting into it. You know, if you've got a chat, if you're good enough to, you know, be really good and win prizes, or you've put the time in to get the results out of it. But you know, I think that's really good. You know. But you don't have to play sims. Not everyone has to play everything in exactly the same way. It's like when we play flight sim. You know, I don't. We're like not using the taxiways properly. We're kind of half looking for the fuel. You know, we're not doing the air traffic control stuff or planning the routes. It's like you can do that, and a lot of people enjoy doing that. But you know, you don't have to do that. You can still enjoy it playing it your own way. You know, as long as you're not ruining it for other people. That's the thing. I think that's the thing with sim racing. You can play it however you want, as long as you're not ruining it for other people. So I purposefully just ruin it for Jardier and Jimmy. And Will, but only because Will's Australian. I should ruin it for Emery as well, to be honest, to be consistent. But Maxime ruined me there into the wall, but we got across the finish line, so, you know, does it matter? Buy a new car. Another reverse finish. It was! It was a reverse finish. So next race is a reverse grid race. This should be interesting. Will we get the Jardier magic punt? Or who will it be? Who will drive into the back of us when I erratically brake? Rory Scanlon. I think prepping loads for something Le Mans that seriously I don't get people take. Yeah, well, so I think. So the thing is, you can take public lobby racing really seriously. That's fine, as long as you can take it really seriously in a way that you enjoy and you don't ruin it for other people. Same as if you're not taking it seriously, as long as you can not take it seriously, but you know, you're still trying and not ruin it for other people. That's the key thing. Like, you know, I think what people people think not taking something seriously is synonymous with pissing around and making it rubbish for everyone, and people think taking it seriously is synonymous with being a miserable git and just crying about everything and being salty. You know, in neither case, you can both take it very seriously and not very seriously, but still not ruin it for other people. That's the key thing, I think. That's the main thing. Here we go, race number 2 here. This one's gonna be a total crash fest. Yeah, that's it. But that's the same with in life with everything, isn't it? That's what you got to do as best possible. That's the night with sims. That's the thing is, someone can be very slow, as long as they're not wrecking people. It don't matter how anyone's playing the game, as long as they're not wrecking people on purpose. Like occasionally, someone that's really fast will accidentally wreck someone that's really fast as well. Someone that's slow will accidentally wreck someone. But as long as it's not on purpose, then, you know, that's the main thing.
Green, green, green.
Slow, slow, slow. Welcome to Bog Down Muscle.
Right side. Stay on the left.
Oh,
keep to the left.
Mr. Cold Tyres. How's it going, Billy Bongos?
Still there.
Whoa, Will.
Clear on the right.
Oh,
right
Will, don't know. Whoa, Will, he's Australian.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the
Will.
right.
Come on, Will. I think I was punted there. I'm literally off the track trying to avoid him, and then I think he's pinged us. That was good. Great racing. Well, I don't think I could have done anything there to avoid that. What could I have done different? It's ping. I'm off the. I can't do anything. There's literally nothing I could do different there. There was, I don't know. Do you guys think I could have done anything different? I'd like, my car is off the road. One corner. Well, that's a shame. My car is off the road. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, honestly, I can't see any way I could have avoided that. I'd left as much space as physically possible to the fact that my car is literally pretty much off the road. We'll get Will back. Well, we're like 1-0. I did pump Will in the like round 2. I don't know why he didn't leave. Like, he could have left a little bit of room. He needs another monitor. He needs another screen. Wow, we're not going to catch up, are we? We've got 20 minutes now cruising. Wow. It might have looked like that from netcode, but if the car on the left you're side by side going into a corner, and the car on the left has avoided as much as possible to the point where they've got 2 wheels off the road to avoid the car on the right. The car on the left can't do anything. Well, we'll see what the replay is. I know Will doesn't mean. I know he's not punted me on purpose, because I know he's like, all right. Wait for him. You know, I know Will's. I think when you look at it, you'll probably see there's like a ping thing going on. But Will knows there's like.
You got a slow car on the left.
Ping between Australia and Europe. I wanted a little bit longer of actual racing, you know, that's all. Right, here we go, let's catch him up. It's Game of Muscle versus Will, revenge. That's what... Right, we got to beat him now, guys, this is it. World War Muscle. Yeah, but he knows I was next to it, like... He would have known that my car's next to him because we're side by side through all the corners. So you know that there's a car there. Well, you'd think so. Maybe he didn't realise. I'd say he's not driven into me on purpose. I know what Will's like. He's, you know. When he sees the replay, he'll see that obviously I couldn't have done anything different. I'm not going to punt him. We're going to try and catch up with him and overtake him. What's the gap? Here we go, guys. This is it. This is what the race has turned into. Game of Muscle versus Boosted Media. 4.7 seconds. I think I've got a tiny bit of damage, but hopefully not enough that slowed us down. Right, let's get the delta on the screen. Let's go full send mode. I tell you what, though, I think what I've noticed a lot playing a lot more iRacing recently, the cars overreact to contacts and go flying, or it's very unforgiving, which especially when you add in higher pings, it magnifies it. So with iRacing, you do have to be way more careful than that. Like, you can't lean on a car in iRacing. Whereas in R-Factor 2, Race Room, Set a Course Competizione, you can lean on in slow vehicles like this, you can lean on a car through a corner, which is pretty incredible that that's possible. iRacing doesn't really accommodate that, and not when the pings are high as well. So, you know, you just have to, as a driver of a sim, you have to factor that in. Huge drama! Yeah, I think I've got too much damage to catch up here. We'll try, though. You have to, you know, every sim you're playing, you have to be like, well, what are the rules of that individual sim, and what can you do to get the best out of that sim? But you have to remember that each sim has its own rules, which is kind of hard to do when, you know, they all look like they're the same, in a sense. One mob mentality. It's pretty chill though, actually. I like to hope that my subscribers are really chilled out and relaxed. I think Will's subscribers are chilled out and relaxed. You know, we're like both old farts, really. So, oh Jesus, drift entry into that. I can't believe we caught that. So that's why I like. This car's actually quite good in that regard there. So we went way over into the corner, but the counter steer was enough to recover the car there. Can you fast forward the stream? Just blink quickly. Yeah, watch Matt Malone. Matt Malone's a good guy. This operation not come last. Yeah, same thing happened with Senna as well. I didn't mean to put, you know, all the great drivers. It was just the sim they were playing. It's really strange. I, you know, when it comes to gaming, once you get over like 22, that's it. You have to retire from old age. This is a fantastic set. The start of this track is such awesome corners. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have a bit of damage. I mean, I'm slow as well, but I think I also have some damage from that. You've retired once so far. You've only got 3 years left to become pro. Why do you think that they pick real Formula 1 drivers from like 3-year-old go-kartists? Anything past that and that's it. There's no time to extract money from them. They'll be past their prime. That's why they had to change the rules for Formula 1, because otherwise it would gravitate downwards to the point where you'd have to be like a 16-year-old in your peak, and then you have 1 year and that's it. Yeah, I had to sell the big brake pedals for scrap metal. Yeah, I mean, the corners on this track are fantastic. It's such a flowing track. It's a high-speed track as well. Ah, geez, look at that. That's the one aspect of this car I don't get on with. If you miss the brake points a tiny bit, the fronts don't bite in at all, and then they never bite in. Hello, Jack to Pieces. How's it going, man? Welcome to Game of Muscles Countryside Tours here. Yeah, definitely, Billy. Definitely a fantastic circuit. Well, the thing with projectors is they're not... so I guess you could get a 4K projector and then you could map it onto one of those orb things, which is quite good. But... you tend to not get very good resolution, and also you tend to get like banding if it's DLP projector, and they tend not to do fast motion as well. Monitors, you get tend to get a better image, faster frame rates and things. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the projectors. And you can get like 120Hz projectors, and you can set them up nicely. And the big advantage of projectors over screens And the reason why a lot of the big sim centres, like pro driving centres... Oh, yellow flags here. The reason why they use projectors is that you can put the screen further away. So one of the biggest downsides of using screens is that you tend to have to put them close to the driver, and so your eyes having to focus unnaturally close. Whereas in real life, if you're driving in real life, you're typically looking 100 plus meters in front of the car. Like you shouldn't be looking at the bonnet, or your eyes shouldn't be focused on the bonnet. So that's a big advantage of projectors. And also, it's more comfortable for you to be focused to infinity, or, you know, further away. So, yeah, no, there's pros and cons to monitors and projectors. Projectors can be a bit of a pain in the arse to set up properly, and you have to use different software. I try King Carrot. I don't know what's wrong with ACC players. Like, it's patently obvious that GT4 cars are more fun to drive in ACC than the GT3 cars. Like, just, you're gonna get better racing. Even if you prefer GT3 cars, which is fine, you will get better racing with a GT4 car on tight, nippy tracks than you will a GT3 car. I mean, you get better racing in a Radical. But, you know, people always tend to want to drive the fastest car, won't they? Don't think I'll ever change that. I mean, I think I prefer GT3 cars as a class, but objectively, you will get better racing with GT4, especially online in public lobbies. It's like Skippies. I wouldn't necessarily be a big fan of the Skip Barber, but because of it being slow and because of the nature of the internet and random nature of people's skill levels, Skip Barber produces fun online racing. If I was to have my way, if I was like, well, what is, you know, I would only have sims with the F2004 or like the Radical SR3 RX8, you know, LMP cars, proper fast cars, track day cars, Lotus 211. That's what I would only drive. Like if it was me, maybe the Porsche RSR is really fun. But other than that, actually, the Porsche RSR tends to be quite conducive to good racing. But online, the F2004, those other cars are not good for online racing. Despite, in my opinion, they are better cars to drive. They're more fun to drive for me. But hey. It's like with rally actually as well, like modern rally driving, the top class of rally cars are worse than the lower classes. Like, they're too grippy. They don't... Literally, 90s rally, 80s, 70s maybe not so much. But, you know, maybe, you know, the top end of 70s rally, 70s, 80s, 90s, and up to about 2004, 2005, the car, like, the best way to drive was the most exciting way to drive. Flick the car in, power it through, carry momentum, drifting it around, and like really committed to angles and stuff. Whereas now, the best way to drive is pokey. It seems like you watch the onboards, it's super. It's still a bit amazing to do in real life, don't get me wrong, but if you were like, right, I'm going to be reincarnated as a rally driver, I think I'd rather be reincarnated as Colin McRae era, Richard Burns era, or maybe even Group B rally. I'd be just ploughing into spectators, but I had a soft spot for the Ford Focus rally
Got
car.
10 left to go.
Guys, we're catching him. He's got a bit of damage, I think. I keep missing this corner. I'm pushing while I was talking. Whoa, look at the bounce on that. Children's bouncy castle filled with petrol. My logo makes it look like a children's bouncy castle. future of Game of Muscle in podcasting? Certainly not sim racing. Oh, come on. All bold men end up podcasting. How long have we got here? We haven't got enough time. If I keep pushing, do we have enough time to close the gap? No. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, go and watch the other views, guys. You don't have to watch this one. I mean, you can hit the like button. You should watch the Porsche commentary. Just watch the guys at the front. I'm just here to make cups of tea for everyone after the race. We're going to do a steward's inquiry on Will's move on us. After this. I am now Freak Elite, yeah. The marshals are waving the black flag. Well, that's probably because they're all about the same speed, and once you spread out, they're not making an overtake at different speeds, so you're less likely to get hit. Whereas if you are slower, you're more likely to get punted when someone does a close overtake on you. Inspector West. I don't have an issue with getting punted off in the radicals or the skippies so much on the normal iRacing. Bigger screens required. I don't know. It's such a bobsled. Bobsled power! Well, the more screens you have, the better you are. I mean, it's good for thumbnails. I can't be arsed with the technical issues you get from multiple screens. Traction control saved us there.
Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
Oh, that's it. We're so far behind. Are you guys ready for the court of muscle on the incident here? Father West doing his Sunday podcast on the 7th day of church. Well, you know what, Gertrude? I definitely think for like casual modes in Sims, I don't know why that's not an option for, like, you know, not if you're doing it as a pure sim race, but I don't know why they don't have it as an option as a fun mode where not catch up, but like increasing the draft range. Right, here we go. Hang on, why is it saying... There's still time to go. Why is it saying scheduled temp testing? even the... I'm just being trolled by this spotter now. Better schedule some testing midway through the race. We're doing so bad. We're doing so bad. The spotter's bullying us. Ah, you better schedule some testing. You're terrible. You're terrible. That's how you encourage your. That's how you encourage your driver for your team. Whilst they're through the race. Do you think that's what happens in Formula 1? You better schedule some testing, mate. You're that bad. That's a t-shirt. You better schedule some testing. Or maybe it's because the race is done on time rather than laps. And he might have thought it... Oh, I don't know. At least we've not been lapped, guys. Let's focus on the positives here. We've got 4 wheels. Great, David. Suzuki! Man, they drive motorbikes
Watch
around
flag
this.
this time.
Motorbikes around here would be insane. I mean, imagine hugging it through that corner down the hill on a bike. And imagine going over the high side. Man, it would be absolutely mental. Right, let's try and finish on a PB. Let's give it a blast. Give it a blast. Not quite the result that we wanted. Whoa, Jesus! Committed! We're closing the gap. Maybe Will make a mistake when he sees the muscle car getting bigger. We'll boost his media. Oh, look at that. We found a second almost. Can't fault the advice. Yeah, definitely need, especially for iRacing, you definitely need to schedule a lot of testing if you want to do semi okay. Or to test USB ports as well, that's important. The temptation to just go across the grass there. Right, you guys ready for the criminal inquiry? Tonight on Crime Watch, we look at the incident that ruined the race. Pesky
Car stopped on the
YouTuber
right.
causes
Alright,
carnage.
there's the ticket flag.
Click the like button, guys. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at the criminal evidence here. Oh dear, what a great close race we had there. Oh wow. Today on Crime Watch, it's going to be me guilty, isn't it? I mean, I backed out there to avoid Maxine. iRacing got net coded. That's just net code. that's it, because he's coming off the corner there. I mean, Will knows about the net code. I'm leaving as much space, but that's just iRacing net code. I mean, that's absurd. Although he is coming in on us. I think Will's to blame there, to be honest. But we did get netcoded a bit. Like, the thing is, I think what he's thought is he's got the run on that, and he's like, okay, he's gone in deep. I mean, he's gone in short, but then that's going to make you understeer with this car with the full fuel. So he's just kept going out here. And then also, I think that's partly netcode. I can't... Do you know what I mean? If you've driven this track a fair bit, you know that there's going to be, like, the car on the left is going to be, like, why would the car on the left not be there? Do you know what I mean? You leave space if you've cut the track on the right as much. I mean, I'm not saying that I would have done it perfectly, and obviously Will's not done that on purpose. You know, I'm not having a go at him. You don't get the spotter at the start of the race, so you have to be extra careful. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's one of those things where you have to, if you're on the right hand side, you have to make this. You have to assume that there's a car on the inside because you know that you were slower going over the bump. I don't think it does, James, on the first lap. I literally, I've literally moved over as much as I physically could here. He did it on purpose. Right, fight. Now, Will's a sound guy. Fight! Everyone shout at him. Fight! Does Will think it was me? Fight! Controversy! Controversy! YouTuber controversy! Yeah, 100% me. Talk about your mama. Wrestling match next month. Right, there we go, guys. That was the Porsche Countryside Tour. Yeah, I mean, I could have just driven off the track. I could have done that. You know. DD girls to blame. Yeah, guys, click the like button, subscribe if you want to for more sim racing action. Underneath the video in the description, click on the thing at the bottom, the link at the bottom to watch on the watch the Porsche esports thing. He wasn't ahead. I don't think he was ahead. He's not ahead at any point now, I don't think. Let's see. Get my view. He's gone over the bump there. We're still side by side all through that. I'm off the track here. I'm literally off the track. I mean, you know, I'm not sure what I could do. Also, look at the way his car moves. It's from him turning towards me. I mean, I don't know. Other than me deciding at this point here to go, okay, I'm just gonna put my brake on. I don't know what he's saying. Anyway, guys, click on the thing below and watch it there. Yeah, that's what I would say, Billy. Also, I think there's a net code in it as well. Well, you know, I'm guilty apparently. Right. Yeah, check out the link below. I will see you guys in the next stream that we do, and we will I'm not sure what we'll be playing actually, but I'll see you in the next stream, guys. Thank you. Happy sim racing. Goodbye everyone.